I am on the front page of a really wonderful new tool that I have found. It's called DotVoting.org. Um, with this tool, you can set up a poll to practice TEI questions, just take the temperature of your classroom on a topic, um, create an exit card. It's got a huge range of potential uses in the classroom. We're going to go ahead and click over here under Home on the right hand side, Set Up or Manage Dot Voting. And we have two choices, Start a New Dot Voting or Manage a Dot Voting. And it tells you right here what each one of them is. We're going to go ahead and start a new dot voting. And we get two more choices. We can do an open dot voting or we can do a restricted dot voting. If you're going to use this with students, then you cannot do a restricted dot voting because the students would need an email address in order to access the voting. So if you're going to use it with students, go ahead and click the open dot voting. And we have two more choices now. We can make the results of this voting visible to the students as soon as they're finished voting, or we can restrict the access. And just for purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and click Restricted Access. And I have to put in some information. The dot voting's title is Favorite School Subjects. My name and my last name and my email address. And whenever I'm doing something for school, I always make sure that I use my school email address. It just makes it a little bit more professional. I'm going to go ahead and copy my email address and paste it in the second block because I have to type it in twice. Just take a moment though if you do that to make sure that you haven't misspelled anything in your email address because your activation link is going to come to your email. We have this optional description and I'm going to go ahead and use that description block as my direction block. It is viewable to the students on the other side, so I like using it for the directions. So I'm going to go ahead and type my directions in here. Place 3 dots beside your favorite school subject. Place 2 dots beside your second favorite school subject. Place 1 dot beside, well, it would be nice if I could type your third favorite school subject. The end date. I can let my poll run as long as I want it to, or I can make it stop at a certain time. I'm going to go ahead and just end it at the end of this week. And check over here. I've got a summary now on the right hand side. It's got my title, it's got my description, which I have used to put in my directions. The end date, it tells folks that it's an open dot voting. It's private until it's published. The results are, I'm the one who created it and here's my email address. Now folks might want to know why I've got my email address in here. Do I have to put my email address? And the answer is yes, because remember your email address is what they're going to use to send to your activation code to. So I'm going to go ahead and click next. I don't have any topics for them to choose from now. And I need topics. Now the topics are your answer choices. So we have reading, add topic. We have language arts, add topic. We have writing workshop, add topic, math, add topic, science, add the topic, social studies, and the topic, PE, add it, music, add it, art, computer. And I think that's enough topics for right now. Now, in some buildings, reading, writing, and language arts are all combined into one period, and in some of the buildings, they're divided into three different periods. So the students might be confused as what's the difference between reading, language arts, and writing workshop. So I might need to give a description, and I'm going to click on that arrow, and it opens up a box. Reading. This is your reading group time or novel, your reading group, or let's say reading group or novel study time. Language arts, this is when your teacher is teaching grammar. Well, such as nouns, verbs, and etc. Writing workshop, this is when you are composing stories or writing papers or writing research papers. Okay, there we go. Math, science, the rest of them I don't really think need a description, so I'm going to go ahead and finish and continue. Dots per participant. Now here in my description, I asked them to place 3 dots beside their favorite school subject, 2 beside their second favorite school subject, 1 beside their third favorite school subject. Being able to put more than 1 dot beside an answer choice will weight that answer choice so that some answers will be more popular than others. So I need a total of 6 dots. And click next. And it says I'm done. And all I have to do now is save it. So I click save. And it says to check my email. So go to my email. And there's my dot voting on the school subjects. This is my admin email. I need this. I need to keep this email so that when I'm ready to publish the results, I'll click on that very same link to publish my results. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this email now though to activate my poll. And there it is. It says I'm done activating. And I have to go back over here now to my inbox. I've got another email from .poll. It says my poll has now been activated, and there's my poll. Okay, so now I have to figure out, I can give this to the students. Now I can't send the students, what's going to happen is this: if the students try to access this, I could pull this out here to my desktop, and then I can go over here. Let me move this so I can get to my orb. And I'm going to pull up Sleepy. Okay, and remember that each one of our elementary schools has a different server named after one of the 7 dwarfs, and Sleepy is the one at Amherst Elementary. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the enter key, and I'm going to double click on Amherst Share, AES Share. I'm going to double click on Lab, And I'm going to right click on this link over here. I'm going to rename it and I'm going to call it school. I'm going to call it subject poll. Okay, and drag it on over here. So now if the students were to click on that, and it's going to open up, it's going to take them to this page. It's not going to take them directly to that page that you're going to want them to access to actually see the poll. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to participate in a running dot poll, and they're going to have to put in a code. On your activation email, not this one, let me go back over here and get the right one. This is what they want. Now I know that's really, really, really long, which is why you probably don't want to use this with students lower than maybe third grade, um, because the activation, the whole key is going to be very long and it's not going to make much sense. But once they have that, they could type it in. Um, they could type it in, okay, and click to participate. So now maybe their favorite subject is reading, and it says to give their favorite subject 3 dots. Notice as soon as they've clicked once, they get to click it. Another little dot will pop up. Caution them here because you only allowed 3 dots beside your favorite, and as soon as you click 3, the 4th dot's going to open up as a possibility to click. So tell them only 3 beside their favorite one. So their second favorite one perhaps is computer. Of course, with me it's going to be computer. And their third favorite one is going to be writing. Now, notice as soon as they have used up all of their dots, they have no more options for choosing anything. And now they're going to click to save their vote, and it's been sent to the server. They cannot see the answers yet. They can't see the result without the administrative key, which has not been, your poll has not been published yet. You need to publish the results. So how do we publish the results? We're going to go back over here to that first email, and right here we're going to copy this part all the way up to where it says admin. Okay, I'm going to copy that, click on this link, okay, and it tells me that there's one person who's already voted for this. I can't edit it, which means I can't change anything. I can't change anything, but I can make this public so that they can see the results. I'm just going to click on publish this. It says, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. The results have now been published and can be accessed through the result key now. Okay, so now go back over here to my email. I need that second email that they sent me, and it has a result key. Paste that in, okay, and click to see the results. One person has participated. Here are the subjects that they could have chosen. I'm going to go ahead and click over here. This is the really cool thing about it. Click, and it opens it up in Wordle. Give it a second to load. The network is pretty slow. All right, so here are all the answer choices that could have been chosen, but check it out. Reading is the biggest one because I clicked on it with 3 dots. Now, if you can imagine 3 dots times 20 kids, So, or whatever subject is chosen the most is going to be the biggest when you come over here to Wordle. Great way to help the students analyze some data. Um, they can easily see which subject is the most popular now, and that is dot voting.